Now, when they saw the boldness and perceived that they were uneducated, common men.
Ron, did you enjoy the halftime show? Did you crip walk, Ron? Violins. Love the violins. Y'all know what time it is when the violins come on. What up? Welcome to Layman's Cup. Thank you for joining us. You are sipping with four guys seeking the truth one sip at a time. I'm Kemp, and I'm alongside Bob Sims, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
My man, Sean.
What's up?
And last but not least, now here's what happened last week. We got to bag on Wes. We said we got to do some things a little different. We got to come in at this time, give ourselves a 15-minute window for a pre-show meeting.
Yeah.
And then at this time, we're starting the podcast. So we get about 8 minutes, 8, 9, 10 minutes into this pre-show meeting, and Bob sends Wes a text message. Are you on your way? We still haven't heard back from Wes yet.
I'm sure he's okay.
I will feel bad if he's not okay. Like, we probably should call and say, hey, are you okay?
Wes, you better not be okay.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
We're hoping he's okay. But when he gets here, he'll say what's up to the people. We are thrilled to be sharing a cup of coffee with you. And if you're just now getting to know us, Sean can give you some places to get to know more.
This show is brought to you by Layman's Cup Coffee. You can get a cup at laymanscupcoffee.com. Thank you for listening to Layman. You can find us on any podcast catcher. Follow us on all the social medias. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Layman's Cup. And make sure that you go and you like and subscribe us on YouTube. And make sure you hit the notification buttons because we got videos coming out weekly now. And then lastly, you can listen to the show on Spotify and iHeartRadio.
Sean, I think you're more articulate over the phone.
Yeah, full disclosure, where are you at, Sean?
Yeah.
I am in Casa Grande, Arizona right now.
Right. And you made the show.
I did. And on time.
Huh.
Oh, we sure hope Wes is okay. We like not in a ditch somewhere.
Does somebody have Kristen's number? Want to text him?
Well,
like, hey, it's our time.
His bride is out of town, so he's got the boys by
He
himself.
could be tied up right now. His
okay.
boys could have tied him up.
Boys probably could have tied him up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hey, this is what being a dad is like, Wes. If you can't handle it, well, there's really no option.
You thought about it before you had all them kids.
Suck it up, Buttercup. It's too
That's
late
right.
now.
That's exactly right. Well, I'd like to thank our sponsors, the good folks over at Candyland Creations, Candee Land Creations. Listen, you want to go to Facebook. Go to Facebook, type in Candee Land Creations. When you pull that up, scroll down just a tad. You'll see her Etsy store link. Click on that Etsy store link. Go into the wide world of Candyland Creations. If you're looking for a t-shirt to be customized, if you're looking for a hat to be customized, I even have a hat custom.
Flag.
If you want a custom flag made, if you want a cake topper, if you want a yard
She
decoration.
made our basketball jerseys for her team.
Did she really?
Yeah.
For the church?
Mm-hmm.
Whose idea was that?
We needed somebody to make us jerseys, and she could make jerseys.
But who thought to go to Candyland first, though? Who was
This
it?
was last. She did it last year, so I'm not sure if it was probably Michael.
But don't you think he heard about that through the Layman's Cup? Like
No.
no.
I'm just kidding.
We
I'm sure it was.
We big Candy up.
Sure
We
it
big her
was.
up every week. Like everybody. I
Sure
want to take.
it was my idea.
There you go.
Yeah.
I want.
Bob was not picking up what you were laying down.
He
at
wasn't.
all.
No,
He wasn't.
it
He was
wasn't.
not
I don't
catching
know
up.
how she found.
Well, they found her.
Yeah, they found her.
Candyland Creations, and she can customize your basketball jerseys, your church league basketball jerseys. She can do so much more. You just have to go on that Etsy link and let her know what it is you're looking for. Everybody's looking for a cool t-shirt. I'm 42, and my dad uniform is just a cool t-shirt and some jeans. As you see here, I'm rocking one of the first, the faded.
It's vintage.
Yeah, it's vintage Layman's Cup t-shirt. It's one of the first Layman's Cup t-shirts. And you're probably going to want to travel at some point. And
Sean couldn't see it. Neither could Wes. It's a vintage.
Sean's here. Sean's in the room. Sean's your arms are short, quite short today. Your wife has filled in for you quite nicely. I think this is who she cuddles with when you're out of town.
New Sean.
It's new Sean. If you're gonna want to travel, you're gonna want Candyland to make you some T-shirts for your group. Okay, we're all together, and when you go to book your trip, you want to book that trip through Navigating Neverland Travel Company. Okay, here's how she started off: Disneyland, Disney World, Disney properties, Disney Cruise. She could get you through all things Disney. But since the Layman's Cup podcast partnership, she's broadened her portfolio. Okay.
Feel responsible for that. Somewhat responsible.
Quite naturally. All right. So now she's doing sandals and beaches. So she can get you into the Caribbean, and you don't have to go through Disney. You can do some other things, with some other options with Navigating Neverland Travel Company. Follow her on social media, Navigating Neverland with Amy. And when you get back from vacation with your customized T-shirts, you're going to want to sit down and relax. In order to sit down and relax like Bob and I are doing right now with our feet kicked up, you need somewhere to buy a nice recliner.
Where are you going to find such a place?
Carolina Furniture Mart, 644 North Aspen Street, Lincolnton, North Carolina, 28092. Go and let their family serve your family. Go see a man named Stu. Stu will take care of you. I bet you could go online if you're not in if you're not in North Carolina, Lincolnton, like if you're in Washington, you could probably click on Carolina Furniture Mart, 644 North Aspen Street, and just shop. Just see what you can get. And I bet you they'll get it to you. So Carolina Furniture Mart, if you see an uptick in your sales, it's because of Layman's Cup. It's just what we do. All right. Do we have any? I'm sorry. And I can't see. There it is. So I should be looking at the top line. Is that what you got? Is that what you're doing?
Yes, it is.
Wayne, thank you, Wayne. Buy me if you want to support the Layman's Cup podcast, if you want to support what we have going on here, if you want to support the ministry that is the Layman's Cup, buymeacoffee.com/Layman's Cup. That's how you support the ministry. You can go on there, buy us a cup of coffee. When you buy us a cup of coffee, you're actually sending money to the Layman's Cup podcast, and we use those resources to help us get better so that we can continue to glorify God by getting the gospel message out. I want to shout out some folks this week who bought us several cups of coffee. We don't want to put any amount on it, but let's just say it was several cups of coffee. And I want to make sure do you have the names readily available, Bob? I want to make sure that we get that right. Let's see here. The producer.
Yep. It is Mickey and Mary Hodge.
Mickey and Mary Hodge pulled me aside this past week and was so encouraging to me about the Layman's Cup podcast. And I was floored by the encouragement that they showed us. So I actually was a little bit embarrassed because I should be thinking more about those folks who are, when I say things, I should be thinking more about those people. And sometimes I get in here and it's just us talking, and I forget that people are listening. And
That's what it's like sometimes. We're just talking and don't even realize camera's on.
That's exactly right. So I want to be careful, but I want to be free. And and she hadn't heard anything that so far.
As far as I can.
So buymeacoffee.com/Layman's Cup. That's how you can support the Layman's Cup podcast. Also, YouTube. You can go to YouTube. When you get to YouTube, search Layman's Cup, LAYMENS Cup. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll be the first to know when a new video drops. Please like the videos and share them with your friends. You see how that's done right there?
Yeah.
That's almost flawless.
Wow. I'm impressed. Sean, are you impressed?
I'm glad there's not a mathematical formula up there, like a math problem. Remember the word problems? If a train leaves the station at this time, I just skipped them. I always skip word problems in math.
I believe you.
All right. Do we have any new likes?
We have a new like.
Do we have a new like?
Albert Roberts. And Mr. Roberts lives in Oklahoma.
Nice.
So also friends with Luis Valdez.
The Valdezes are a big deal.
They are. If you're not familiar with the Valdezes, they're in the Washington area. You can check out their Facebook page at LR Valdez Rentals, as well as their YouTube channel, About That RV Life. So definitely check them out. They rent recreational vehicles.
Campers is what we call them in the Carolinas.
Recreational vehicles.
Okay.
That's what-
All right.
These aren't just campers, Kemp. These
They're
are
recreational.
these are recreate. They're nice.
I have to be careful because I'm not that much of an outside guy. So when I hear recreational vehicle, I think four wheelers or side by sides.
Yeah. So we okay. That's fair.
So RV, recreational vehicle.
Sure.
RV. There you go.
Yep.
There you go. Thanks, Valdez's, for always putting us on to new people. You guys are great. And I hope, what's his name? What's my man's name?
Albert Roberts.
Hope you're listening to the podcast and hope you hear your shout out, brother. Thank you. Sean, do we have any reviews?
No reviews. So if you like what you hear, and we surely hope that you do, make sure that you go on iTunes and give us a 5-star review. We'll read it out. Again, the more reviews we get, the more the algorithms pump up. Also do the same for YouTube. Go and give us a review and subscribe. The more subscribers we have, the more YouTube says, hey, these guys are pretty good. And we'll put on people's feed. So make sure you like, subscribe. I think we've said that like 3 times now. But
Good.
Yeah.
Algorithm.
I hope Wes likes what he hears. So,
Algorithm.
So have we pointed out the irony of this?
No.
That it's apparent that Wes forgot. But isn't the only reason we're meeting on Tuesday night is because of Wes?
It's a big reason why.
that's the primary reason why. Yeah.
It's the primary reason why. Let's see. What else do we have? Okay. Thanks, Valdez. Do we have anything? Did anybody want to get anything off their chest? Wayne, you good over there?
I'm good.